What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Michelle and it is a pleasure to have you here. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, something that I haven't done in a while, and that is a get ready with me. So I'm going to do my makeup, I'm going to do my hair, and then you guys are going to get to know me. I feel like right now I'm going through a phase in my life where there's a lot of things changing, or at least in my head. I feel like there's a lot of things changing, and I've been also getting a lot of new subscribers and a lot of new followers on Instagram, so I feel like why not get to know me now and then move on from here. So if you guys want to hang out with me and get ready with me, please keep watching. Alright, you guys, so let's begin. The first thing I'm gonna do to prep for my makeup is hydrate my skin. I'm using the oil-free antioxidant facial moisturizer from Trader Joe's. I really like it. I sometimes honestly feel like it makes my face sting, but it's usually only when my face is really dry. Like the times that I know that I lack hydration and I should probably be drinking more water. But yeah, so I already prepped my face with the moisturizer. I prepped my lips. I always like to prep either my client's lips or mine before doing my makeup, so like that everything can kind of seep into your skin and then you can kind of just start from there. Everything feels pretty dry already, so I'm gonna go ahead and start doing my makeup and then you guys can start getting to know me. So where do we begin? Obviously my name is Michelle. I live in South Florida. I am 29 years old, turning 30 in December. I am a Sagittarius, and what do? Who am I? I am a makeup artist. I am a hairstylist. I am a hair colorist. Oh no! Oh, hold on. Hold that though. So yeah, I am a hair colorist. I've been in the beauty industry for over, I want to say 11 years now. As soon as I graduated high school, I went straight to beauty schools because I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do. I had this dream of becoming a professional dancer, but 11 years ago, being a dancer was not a qualified career, a job, something that's gonna pay you enough to live the rest of your life. So I let that dream kind of go down the drain, and no, it's never too late, but I am a lot further than what I would have been if I started at 18. So yeah, I really thought that I was gonna become a Miami Heat dancer. But the problem was that, like, although I did take ballet when I was like really young, I stopped dancing when I was like 5, 6. And then I started dancing again when I was in high school. So that was like when I was like 14, 15. And it wasn't the same because the high school that I actually went to, it was a brand new school. Which meant that, like, we were basically running ourselves. Like, anything that we wanted, well, okay, no, not everything we wanted we got, but a lot of the things that we wanted we got because it was a brand new school. Like, so for example, a dance team, we didn't have a dance team that was established and we had a professional teacher. Like, no, it was just a matter of like finding somebody who you were cool enough as far as like a teacher, and trying to see if they wanted to sponsor you and take over, which luckily we did. We ended up having someone bright and early into our 9th grade year. So by mid 9th grade year, we had somebody who was trying to teach us, plus the captain, the first ever captain of the dance team, was somebody who was actually a professional dancer. Like, she ended up becoming a Miami Heat dancer later on. So because she was the only one that was in actual classes and performed and just knew what the hell she was doing, She kind of became our teacher, so ever since that we were just teaching ourselves, honestly, and it was great, but also like we could have been a lot better. Like had we actually learned, you know, even more technique and we had more time, I don't know. But anyways, point is that yeah. So I was a dancer in high school, and then from there I really, really wanted to become a Miami Heat dancer. But that never happened, but that's okay. I do want to get back into dancing now. I'm not too sure why. I'm always afraid to even get back into it. But yeah, so it was that or become a pediatrician. And becoming a pediatrician didn't seem so secure when I hated the idea of school. Not only were obviously my test scores not the best, I'm a creative, so sitting down and trying to focus is really hard for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like I have ADHD. I've never been diagnosed. However, I honestly think I am because some things just don't make sense. So I wanted to show you guys really quick. The eyebrow pencil that I'm using is the one from NYX. This is the micro brow pencil, and it is in the color Espresso, which I really like because obviously my roots are really dark even though I have pink hair. So yeah, so back to school. I ended up being told that I should not even try to sign up. This is in high school. That I shouldn't even try to sign up for any other colleges because my best option was just going to a regular community college. And as an 18-year-old, that doesn't seem like it's the best thing to hear. Like when all your friends are going to UF, the state of Florida, like you're here being told, oh no, don't even try, like just settle for the community college, which now I know is an amazing college, but still that's not what I wanted to hear. So that totally, like, I'm like, okay, well, if our very own college counselor doesn't believe in me, why should I? Is kind of like what I was thinking. And my parents, they're old school. I mean, not that they're, well, they are old school, but they're just making sure that I do something. You get me? So it's not like they really understood how to properly guide me or what schools I can possibly even like sign up for, things like that, because they just don't know. But anyway, so I ended up I took like a month off just to kind of like relax and let my brain unfry from all the shit that we've learned and, you know, had to do in school. I was also going through a lot my senior year, so that didn't help. But anyways, so yeah, I was like, okay, what do I do? Like, I take a month off, and then so I ended up at beauty school, which was honestly the best thing I could have ever done for myself, because that was the one thing that somebody actually like pushed me to do, because I wasn't even going to do that, because once again, 10 years ago, being a makeup artist, being a hairstylist, being a colorist, like that's not something that was really appreciated. So it's like, why am I going to sit here and waste all my time trying to do something that's not even going to pay? So it's like, well, I guess I have to settle for college. I don't know. But thankfully I didn't. I ended up going to beauty school. I ended up graduating. It took me a little bit longer because I was also working. I ended up, it took me a year and like 2 to 4 months, I don't know. It usually, like, you can finish up in 10 months. It usually takes 10 months, but me, I took almost, oh, honestly, a year and 3 months to be exact. But yeah, once I finished, I started at a hair salon, but that I was there as an assistant. Excuse me, I wasn't there as a hairstylist, yeah. But that was the best thing I could have done because of the fact, actually no, I'm lying. I was working at the salon when I was still in high school about to graduate, because I remember my grandma passing. That was actually in September of 2013. That was September of 2013, and that was only literally a month in. So I was actually working at the salon, wow, almost my entire senior year. They also actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they actually also motivated me to go to beauty schools. And they told me, you know, they'll continue to teach me and things like that. But being an assistant at a salon will teach you a lot. So like, shout out to Joanna, even though, like, you know, I don't work at the salon anymore, and I have my own reasons why. She definitely taught me a lot that I now know. Like, she is a beast with blonde hair, which is why I am now like a balayage specialist, because I learned so much helping her and her clients. When you work with blonde hair, it is very easy to not get the right shade, or to not be able to see the right shade. Remember, everyone's eyes are different. Not everyone sees color the same. So it could be half a shade off and she's like, no, we need to leave it on. Like, we need to leave the bleach on for a little bit longer. So that's how I became a perfectionist, because she's a perfectionist. So once I graduated high school, I kept working at the salon. Things happened. I ended up leaving. And then from there, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to continue to practice on my own. So I'll have my friends come support me. I'll have family members come support me. And then from there, I kept growing my portfolio on my own, while I was working at other places. So I ended up working at a waxing salon or spa. I ended up working where I was at another salon, and then by the last salon I ever worked at before going back to the first original one that I worked at, they ended up taking my tips. And mind you, this is like a really big hotel. I was running the salon there, and I'm not even gonna say the name of it because shit, I wouldn't mind a partnership with them. But I was working at a very, very known hotel, and the receptionist made a mistake on a pay. Like, she didn't pay a client, she didn't charge a client correctly. So because she didn't want to have to come out of pocket or have to annoy or get in trouble by annoying the client, I got shit out of luck, and they ended up not paying me the rest of my money. So I was like, you know what? This is the last time I ever work for people. I'm so done. I'm so done. Because by that time, like, I had already worked. I also worked at Puma. By that time, I've had, whatever, you get what I'm trying to say. By that time, I've had so many incidents at work that I was like, you know what, like, I'm just gonna try to do my thing. So I started promoting, and I did great for a couple of years, but then the problem was I didn't really have strategy. So when you don't have strategy, when you're marketing your business or promoting yourself or your services, everything is going to decline. You get me? So by the time that like 3 to 4 years passed, I was like, whoa, things slowed down a lot. Like, I need to figure something out now. And that's when I ended up back at the first salon I worked at. We put our pride to the side, our ego to the side, and I made sure to tell them that I was going to be a great addition again to the salon as a hairstylist now, not as a assistant. So that's exactly what happened. I worked there for many years, and then honestly, it was just time for me to go, and this is where I am now. I started creating content after that. I started doing my own thing. I started tackling down into bridal more. I love working weddings because, one, it's a huge lump sum of money in one day. So it's like, technically, if you really don't want to work the rest of the month and only work weekends, you can totally do that with weddings. You just have to make sure that you promote yourself a lot, and I'm still in I like to call it the beginning stages of promoting my bridal business, because once again, I'm in a very pivotal point in my life where I feel like everything kind of like restarted. Even as deep as, or as simple as my Instagrams. I used to always post everything on one Instagram until I realized you can't go against the grain at all time and expect things to work. Like, you can't reinvent the wheel and think that it's going to work immediately. No, I am now, once again, 11 years in, and I realized that like going against the grain sometimes held me back in certain situations. So for example, my Instagrams, I now have an Instagram for everything that I do. So I have my personal Instagram, which is for content. I have a hair coloring Instagram. I have a bridal Instagram. And then I have my content assisting Instagram, because if there's anything I have learned is to niche down. And mind you, I knew that from before because I've taken business classes and some, little seminars that I've done online. But once again, when you're trying to reinvent the wheel, you think that it's possible, and here I am now trying to break everything down, which honestly I feel like it helps my brain so much more. And I don't know why it took me so long to do this, because everything just makes so much more sense. Like when I'm creating content, I don't have to like jump from idea to idea trying to downsize the concept so it can fit both audience. Like, no. Like, for example, if I promote beauty on my personal business, it might not do that well. The reason why is because I have a lot of male followers on my personal Instagram. So it's like, do they really want to see me get ready and do my makeup? Not necessarily. So it's very important that you niche down. But anyways, I am now just really not figuring it out, but like I said, just going with the flow again. And I've seen such a huge difference. But anyways, once we went our separate ways, like I said, I ended up diving deeper into content. And honestly, that was right after COVID. And right after COVID, there was such a huge dip in everyone's business, even now. Like, but then it was just very confusing. So everything changed. COVID literally changed everything, because right before COVID, I was creating like, honestly, maybe if COVID wouldn't have happened, I probably would have stayed comfortable, and I probably would have lasted at the salon much longer than what I probably should have. Just because, like I said, before COVID, oh my god, I was creating so much content. I was taking my camera, my old camera, not the one I'm using right now. I would take my old camera, and for years I've struggled with the autofocus. The focus would be unstable, and as you guys can see, I can literally show you guys a product, and look how seamless that is. That is beautiful. With my other camera, even though I struggled so much, I still took my camera and I had my phone tripod and I had my phone, and I was creating so much and people were enjoying it. Like, I was in front of the camera. I'm now just getting back in front of the camera after COVID. Like, we're in 2024. We're 4 years after. Even though COVID didn't affect me negatively, emotionally, I mean, like, it didn't affect me emotionally in a negative way. There was a lot of effects that kind of lingered. For example, not getting really ready, not doing your hair, not doing your makeup really, and all of that lingered until now. Because I mean, it's not a bad thing, because I appreciate now my skin versus before. Like, I felt like I always had to wear makeup, or I wouldn't want to show up without makeup. Now I truly do embrace every part of me, and I truly just don't care. I really don't care. But yeah, so that's what I do, and that's basically how I got here now. But I love creating content. I also love doing makeup. I also love coloring hair. The only thing is that, like, the reason why I say I'm in a pivotal point in my life is because there's so many things that I'm now realizing that nobody ever taught me or explained to me, that I would have to, that I was gonna kind of run into this like brick wall out of nowhere. Like I said, because I'm turning 30, there's so many things on my mind, and there's so many things that I'm like, that I want now. I just want peace, and I want to be able to travel. Shit, if I can get paid to travel, I'd be out all the time. But, you know, life doesn't really work that way. No, I'm kidding. It does work that way, but I have to build that, which we're going to do that together. Yeah, that's basically, I lost my train of thought, I don't lie. Because I'm over here trying to be so funny and enthusiastic. But yeah, that's basically what happened in the early stages of my life. And now we are going to pick things up a notch. So you guys, I'm actually using a very, I'm not even gonna try to I'm moving around a lot so you guys don't have to see it so much. I'm using a very old BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This was the 28 special occasion, I believe, palette, and it has I love it because it has the blush and the little bronzer on the side. I don't use this on my clients, I just keep it for myself because why not? So now that we have our eyeshadows basically ready, to be honest, I'm not really trying to do too much today. I'm going to start moving on to the face, and then we're going to continue to get to know each other a little bit more. Alright, so a few things that I like to do. Well, before we get into all of that, not gonna lie, don't judge me. I haven't washed my makeup brush. So because we're not going to use a dirty brush, because that is not hygienic and that is not going to apply your makeup correctly, I am just going to go in. Yeah, I don't have a foundation brush at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this flat, fluffy brush. And I'm going to apply my foundation. I'm going to blend out my foundation with that, and I'm going to apply it with my beauty blender. I already wet my beauty blender. It's been drying up while we've been talking. I'm going to just apply some foundation to my beauty blender. Kind of spread it around. And honestly, maybe I don't need the brush, but we'll see. I might need it for around my nose. Okay, but let's get back to getting to know each other. What was I gonna say? I have notes here because I feel like that's been helping me a lot, and I'm going to train my brain to not need these notes soon. Let's get into a few things that I like to do. Okay, so one of the things I like to do is go to the beach. That is the main reason why I love Miami, because we have beaches literally, even if you're on the west side, it's 20 minutes away. You're not far from the beach at all, which I love because the beach to me is so refreshing. It helps me disconnect. It helps my brain just think of nothing or whatever it wants to think about. And this year has been, I want to say, one of the only years that I can say the water has been hot. Like, not even cool warm. It's been hot. And honestly, I kind of like that. It's not the most it's not, if there's a little bit of breeze, you're gonna feel refreshed. But honestly, I like that because I don't like cold water. I don't like feeling cold. I don't like, no. So The fact that it's warmer, I can literally get in at whatever time of the day and not feel cold. I can get in, get out, not feel cold. I love it. So that's one of the things I like to do. As you guys know, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I love to eat. Or if you guys watch my vlogs, I love to eat. To me, food is a form of love. The reason why I think I relate food and love to, or I compare food, not compare, what am I trying to say? The reason why I put food and love in the same category is because you have to love to cook in order for your food to truly taste good. I really believe that. The reason why is because you can follow, anybody can follow a recipe, right? But if you're just gonna throw the food into a pot and just there's a difference. Trust me, there's a difference. There's levels. Food gets so deep, and I've only been learning about food, really like getting in depth, for the past like 8 years. Like that's something that I really enjoy doing. I love to be in the kitchen. I love to cook. I love getting creative. I'm not the fastest in the kitchen. I feel like I have to think everything through. I have to have a list. I have to have, like, you know, things jotted down so I don't forget certain ingredients, or so I don't forget certain steps. I don't necessarily write down the recipe, but I'll sometimes review a few before I even start, just to make sure that I'm like on the right track. But yeah, I love to cook. I love to eat. If you're around me, 9 times out of the 10, you have probably have had cooked food, like, with me. I've either given you food, I've prepared you food, something along those lines. We've gone to grill at the beach together. There's been food involved at some point of our friendship or relationship. Like, I don't know. I think that it's such an amazing way, like, to show that you care. Like, no one around me I ever want to be hungry. Like, I don't ever want anybody to be hungry around me, because shit, I never want to be hungry. I never want to be hungry. Being hungry sucks. It gives me a headache. It makes me pissed off. It makes me grumpy. Like, not okay. So I never want my friends to be hungry. And then something else I like to do is travel. If you guys follow me, you guys have seen my Cancun vlog. You guys have seen my Chicago vlog. I've been to Cali, like California, Los Angeles. But it was during the days that I wasn't really like into vlogging like that. I mean, I've always loved to take videos and pictures, but because we were on the go so much, I really only took pictures. And the videos I took were on the camera, my old camera, and like I told you guys, the focus is insane. So insane in a bad way. So I can't really post any of the videos because they're all blurry. So I'd have to go back and truly vlog Los Angeles for you guys, but I loved it. There's so much to do. Like, you probably think that you can do the entire LA and surrounding areas in like a week, but you can't. Like, I saw my friend Bella, she went horseback riding. I didn't even know you can do that in LA. Like, but it makes sense because there's so much, like, there is a lot of land. But yeah, I love to travel. I love feeling inspired, which is usually how I feel when I'm on vacation. Like, there's just so many shots that like come to my head. There's so many ideas that flow when I'm on vacation, and sometimes I just wish I had somebody just recording me the entire time, because you guys, this can be an entire show. Like, imagine Mitchie travels the world. Anybody want to sponsor me? If y'all want to sponsor me, we can do this. We can do this all day, because I can travel all day. Woo! Netflix. Hey, let's manifest that actually. But yeah, those are the top 3 things that I like to do. Right now, I'm actually grabbing some setting powder because we know anytime that we apply liquids on our face, we always want to set them with powders, especially because we live in South Florida and the humidity don't like our skin. No, the humidity is actually great if you like a dewy look, but if you're somebody who tends to get oily fast, set your face. Trust me, your natural oils are gonna seep through eventually. All right, so we're looking so much better already. Right now I'm gonna go in with some blush to set that. Let me see, I'm actually gonna go in with some, let's set our contour first. But yeah, I've also been to Atlanta. I've actually been to Atlanta twice. I didn't vlog either time. This is now, it's been quite some time that I've been to Atlanta, but I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind moving to Atlanta, although I do hear that the crime rate has gotten worse. But yeah, I wouldn't mind moving anywhere, honestly. I would love to move somewhere new. Shit, I'd go to Oregon, and that's like far as. No, I wouldn't do Oregon, but I do want something new. I do want to try a new area. I don't know. Things are changing in South Florida. I used to tell everybody, hey, move to Miami, it's where it's at, and honestly within the last year and a half, 2 years, things have changed so much that I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Are you sure you want to move down here? Are you sure? Did you think about it twice? But yeah, so actually I have to show you guys this mascara because I had so many people respond to me on social media. This is the NYX On The Rise Volume Mascara. I absolutely love this mascara because I love the brush. Dang, did I just get it on top? I love the brush and I love how it doesn't leave your lashes like clumpy. And they really lift them. Let me see if I can do one for you guys. I'll make sure to add this mascara onto my Amazon store if I haven't done so, and I'll leave the link down in the description box. You guys, whenever you guys need anything, make sure to stop by my storefront because I have so many things linked, whether it's hair products, makeup, things to organize your house, travel stuff. A lot of people actually have purchased the water shoes I found because I was so, actually I have to put mascara at the bottom lashes. I was so upset that I had a beautiful bathing suit for Cancun and then I was gonna have these crazy ass water shoes. No, that is not what we were doing, because especially because I knew I was gonna be recording. No. No, no, no. So you know I need hydration because I just have like, my skin is so flaky at the moment. But like you said, no, like I said, we're gonna work on it. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done. I can add a little bit of highlight. I can add a little bit of highlight, and I definitely need to do my lip. But let's see, what else can we talk about? I don't know, actually, I don't know if I should. What the hell? This is cute. Oh, this is eyeshadow. I'm so silly. I was about to put this on my lips. I was about to put this on my lips. I was like, yo, why? I'm like, why doesn't it have I'm like, why doesn't it have a lip brush? Alright, whatever. I'm gonna go in with this Fenty Beauty. This Fenty Beauty lip gloss. This is Hot Chocolate Fantasy. Hot Chocolate Fantasy. I like. It has a sparkle. And it has a little bit of a tint. But it's not too much. I'm sorry guys, I keep looking down because I have my mirror down here. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to put it like right here, so like that I can just. So if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. But I feel like this is it for now. I am going to go do my hair. I think I'm gonna change really quick, and then from there we can finish off the video. In my notes I have I want to talk about things that I've done this year, and then what else you guys can expect from my channel. So let me go ahead and fix my hair really quick, and then I'll come back change, so like that we can continue. Alright you guys, I wanted to put on my earring on with you guys, so I chose my gold watch and my earrings with this black shirt, so it can be just simple and cute. But yeah, so alright, things that I've been up to this year. This year has been all about just trying new things. So for example, I did a 5K this year, which to me is insane. Like, I've never signed up for things like this before. It's really only just 3 miles. Like, I really thought at first that it was 5 miles, but it's not. 5K equals 3 for those who don't know. And it was awesome. I tried to practice, and I tried to run beforehand, and there was this one day, the one day that I did like a mile straight in like, I want to say it was like 6 minutes. I don't know if I didn't warm up correctly or if I didn't stretch enough. I don't know what it was, but my knee was hurting so much that next week that I was like, great, okay, well, there goes me trying to practice and train for this 5K. So that didn't happen, and then I just kept eating, and then I just kept not doing what I was supposed to, because if it wasn't one thing, it was another. And then by the time that it was almost time for the race or for the run, I started to train a little bit more. I at least was stretching throughout the entire like month and a half that I knew that I was gonna do this, but I should have trained more. So the next time that I sign up, that is definitely something I'm going to do. I'm not going to bullshit like I did the first time, but I'm happy that I did it because I felt so accomplished afterwards, and it was fun. It was nice. They actually hosted it at the Nova on University, and it's a beautiful location. It was a beautiful day that day. I did think the tacos, because it was a Cinco de Mayo run, I did think that the tacos were going to be much more tasty. I didn't even get a taco because they didn't look tasty, honestly. I did get a medal. I got a shirt, and they give you either Coronas or margaritas, and the margaritas sucked. I was like, bro, all I want is water. Like, you guys don't even have water here for us. Like, this was insane. But that was literally the only downfall of the experience, that I was expecting a great taco afterwards and a great margarita, but that didn't happen. However, I still felt accomplished. We ended up going to eat afterwards, and it was beautiful. Great. I also, what else did I do? I've been trying laser hair removal. I'm actually going to go ahead and already start working on my main video for YouTube, because I don't think I've shown you guys. Or if I did, it was like a small clip. Laser has been great. I've been doing it under my arms, and I feel like I have to shave less and less as time goes on. A misconception with laser hair removal is that people think that it's permanent. No, your hair is not going to disappear permanently just because you're doing laser hair removal. Remember, excuse me. Remember how I told you guys that I was working at a waxing spa? There were so many women that would come in, and men, a lot of men actually, but a lot of women would come in for their bikinis, and they'll have like 1 or 2 hairs, and they'll be like, oh, well, do I still have to pay the price for a full bikini when I literally only have like 1 or 2 hairs? And we're like, yeah, because it's by area. So if you have 1 hair, like, you're gonna have to do the whole thing. And they didn't want to shave. I don't know if they would get ingrown hairs or razor bumps or whatever the case was, but they just didn't want to shave. So that's something you guys have to keep in mind, that if you ever start doing laser hair removal, please know that it's not permanent. It's gonna help. It's gonna thin out your hair, because you're literally killing the stem of your pore of the hair, so like that it doesn't come back, but it's not permanent. I did the 5K. I told you guys that already. The laser hair removal. I got braids for the first time. Growing up, not necessarily for the first time, but yes, for the first time, because I've never done cornrows completely. Like, I've always done half a head. Growing up, my mom would always take me to 163rd Mall and get my hair done maybe like once or twice a year, and I always thought it was so cute. But as I got older, I've always wanted to try cornrows, but I don't know, I never had the balls to really do it, because I didn't think that I would look, 1, good with it, and then 2, I feel like I have an egg head. Well, I don't think, I do have an egg head, and I've accepted that, so I didn't want my egg head to just shine even more. So I was like, dang, I don't know if I'll look good, but I really wanted to change, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna dye my hair, and I'm not gonna cut my hair anymore. So what do I do? So I ended up doing braids. That was actually a partnership with the Pretty Attraction in Miami Gardens, and I loved it. She did a great job. She finished my hair in like, I want to say it was like 2.5 hours. We created content. I created a YouTube video for you guys, so make sure you watch it. And that was amazing. I felt like a brand new person with the braids. Like, couldn't nobody tell me shit. I'm gonna tell you, I was taking pictures, I was taking videos, I even had a photo shoot. Anyways, I got braids. I loved it. I will definitely do it again. Excuse me, I went canoeing also for the first time. Excuse me. Canoeing is, it can be relaxing, but you can't feel uncomfortable while you're there. So it was just, the seating was uncomfortable, so we didn't go kayaking, we went canoeing. I don't know if I said that honestly. Canoeing is a little bit different than kayaking. It's a little bit bigger, and you have to steer it a different way. It was a little confusing, not gonna lie. I did run into some bushes, maybe once or twice. However, it was a really nice experience. It was relaxing. Like I said, if you're comfortable, you're gonna be relaxed. Hold on. This fan is making me sneeze. Excuse me. My hair is wet. The AC is on blast, and this fan is on above me. I think that's what's making me sneeze. I don't know. So what I was trying to say is that, like, if you're comfortable, you're gonna enjoy the ride. See, we were uncomfortable because of the material of the pants that we were wearing, so we kept slipping and sliding, and that was not fun. I got distracted by a spider. I saw a spider in the canoe. That was not cute for me. So there was just a lot of little factors, but overall I definitely try it again. I now know to go more comfortable. Don't go with like slippery pants or shorts. Make sure that you go with something that has a grip, so like that you don't slide. I definitely take Marty the next time that I go. I think Marty would like it. I will now trust myself more for the second time, just because, like I said, I know what I'm expecting. But those are a couple things that I did this year so far that was new. I love it. Like I told you guys, I want to finish off the year with a bang. I would love to maybe go to like, not even like I want to do like a 1-day meditation retreat. Like I don't want 3 days, 4 days. So I know 7 days or 3 days and on, like, and more is really good. It can feel like a rebirth for you, but I feel like 7 days is a lot, and I feel like traveling somewhere to go to a retreat is a lot. And I'm sure it's very beneficial, and I'm sure people love it. I just don't know if I want to go that extreme right now. I do want, like I said, I do want to try to give myself like a meditation day. Like I want to be out in the forest. I want to shower outside. I want to be able to be completely disconnected. I don't want my phone. I don't want social media. I don't mind my camera because I'm not necessarily interacting with anyone. I'm just kind of documenting my experience as I go. But that's one of the main things I definitely want to give a try by the end of this year. A meditation day, because I've never done that, and I feel like it can be, like I said, it can be very beneficial. And if you're going in with intentional thoughts and things that you want to work on, you're gonna change as a person. So that's something that I want to try. And I also want to try going to a gun range. I've never gone to a gun range. Growing up, I was always taught to be scared of guns, and yeah, you should be scared of guns, but the world that we live in now, it's really hard for you to go against guns when everyone has them. So with that being said, I definitely want to go to a gun range and practice. I want to feel confident with holding a gun. I want to feel confident shooting a gun. And I want to be trained so that when I do have a gun, I know exactly what I'm doing and I don't shoot my toe off in an emergency. Like, I don't want to be that person. But those are a couple things I want to do. I've loved this year so far, just because I feel like it's given me a lot of clarity. Like I said, very pivotal point in my life, and clarity is one thing that definitely helps me, or helps anyone honestly, moving forward. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm definitely going to be bringing you guys a lot more vlogs. I haven't done a travel vlog this year yet. That's because I haven't gone anywhere. I went to Key Largo, vlogged that for you guys, and it's already posted. I definitely plan on taking at least one to two trips before the year ends. And I feel like the last couple of years it's been like this, where I've just been traveling. I haven't traveled all year, and then when the end of the year comes, it's like I take trips back to back to back, which feels good, but at the same time can be exhausting. So I do want to take 1 to 2 trips this year. I would love to go to Guatemala because that's where my best friend is. I introduced you guys in the vlog where we were on the boat watching the air show in Miami Beach. So my best friend lives in Guatemala. She won't be there for much longer, so I have to go visit her. I've heard amazing things about Guatemala. So if you please, if you've been to Guatemala, drop some suggestions down below, because I need some ideas. I don't want to bother her really. I kind of want to just surprise her and be like, hey, you know, I'm going. Like, I want to already have my trip planned out, kind of, in a way. Even though that's kind of backwards, because why not talk to somebody who lives there? But anyways, point is that I kind of want to surprise her, and I have to do that. And last year, hunk one more time. last year I ended up not going any, well, I'm lying, I did go somewhere in December, which was the cruise, my first cruise ever. However, we didn't go anywhere for the holidays. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of understood what seasonal depression was last year because I barely celebrated Christmas. I messed up my knee last December, and I was out for almost the entire month. I was sick at the end of the month. It was a mess. So Christmas and New Year's wasn't really like anything grand, and I did not like it. To me, December is the happiest time of the year, and for me, for me not to feel that was like, whoa, something is off completely. So the second trip that I would love to take is at some point of December before the holidays. I want to go somewhere where you can really feel Christmas, because Christmas to me, like I said, is the happiest time of the year. Everyone's happy, especially somewhere cold where you can really feel that, like, that winter weather or pre-winter weather. I want to be able to wear a jacket. I want to look good in a coat and some boots, some heels, like, yeah. So I have to figure that out. Like I said, if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Everyone tells me Colorado is beautiful, and I've seen pictures and I've seen videos of certain areas of Colorado, and it does look beautiful. However, I don't think I want to take that 5-6 hour flight, I want to say it is. And I don't know if I really want to be driving in the snow. Not for the first time. I don't know. But let me know where you guys think I should go, so like that I can start looking it up, I can start planning. And when I'm 100% sure about going somewhere, of course I'm going to vlog it for you guys and make sure you guys know all my tips and tricks. And that's pretty much it. I'm so happy to have been here with you guys. I'm so happy that my quality is better. I can see it in the camera. I can cry because I'm so excited, because this video, although it took me forever to set up, once again, I felt a little rusty at the beginning, and I felt kind of nervous just because I haven't done this in so long, and talking in front of the camera is not my strongest suit, I guess you can call it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I wasn't too nervous. I hope you couldn't tell so much, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. If you guys have any more questions about things that I like or things that you kind of want to know about me, let me know. Drop it in the comment box below, and I will answer those questions in the next video. I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace.